Today, I want to talk about the Resident Evil 2 remake.
What's on Jay's mind?
If you guys know me, I am largely in part against remakes, against HD remakes, things like that. They polish things up a little bit, usually add a couple things here and there, repackage it, sell it to everyone else again, and call it the new hotness, so to speak. With this Resident Evil 2 remake, I jumped the gun. I'm going to have to eat crow here, eat a crap sandwich, if you will. I was running my mouth a lot of bit on Twitter. I definitely, if you're going to remake a game, in my opinion, use those resources and just make a new game, continue the story. That's how I feel. I still feel that way. But with Resident Evil 2, I started running my mouth a little premature and started talking crap before I even saw the trailer, which I don't usually do, honestly, and I messed up. So I'm here saying I messed up. After actually watching the trailer, looking into some things, I gotta be honest, I'm probably gonna pick this up. Yeah, I know I'm being a little bit, I'm not gonna say hypocritical right now, but I jumped the gun. I spoke too soon. I spoke out of turn, if you will. That'll be the last time I ever do that, because I don't ever want to have to make another video saying I was wrong. I'm not wrong often, but when I am man enough to admit it. Here's some of the things that I like about this Resident Evil 2 remake. Well, let me start off by saying my experience with the Resident Evil franchise, and this is why when I heard of a Resident Evil 2 remake, I was completely turned off by it initially. Truth be told, I didn't like Resident Evil until Resident Evil 4. The gameplay was, in my opinion, I was gonna say trash, and then wonky came to mind. Somewhere in between. It wasn't good, in my opinion. The camera angles were sometimes worse. It made the games hard to play. It made them extremely difficult to play. I did not enjoy it. I did not, and I tried Zero and Code Veronica and all of that. I tried all those. I just didn't enjoy them. The first time I picked up Resident Evil 4, it was a lot of things that the Resident Evils before it weren't, which was a good thing. And I fell in love with Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorite games of all time. One of the things, if there's one flaw in that game, it's that whenever you're aiming, your character can't move. Mr. Kennedy, if you will, he doesn't move. Which that's a little unrealistic. I mean, to be fair, Resident Evil 4 is a little unrealistic, right? You're fighting the undead, if you will. But in real life, if you're aiming, you can still move around. Not this, like back and forth, side to side. You can strafe, if you will. And that was not there. In 5, they fixed that and they added that. So 5, while the story may not have been as good as 4, adding that little piece of gameplay made the game more complete, in my opinion. And Resident Evil 2, they have that element. You can point and move. You can aim and move, I guess, if you will. Some of the things that are going to be different about Resident Evil 2. It's not, from what I'm seeing online, it's pretty much a complete overhaul of the game. The story, by and large, is probably going to stay the same. I can't imagine they change that. There's not a whole lot of reason to. If you're changing the story, then you might as well just call it Resident Evil 8 or something, right? So the story's going to change. One thing I have noticed that may be different, not confirmed yet, is in the original game you had, option A and B, and whatever you chose kind of took you down a different path. We may see that be more linear. Instead of giving that option, you just do what you got to do, and the story progresses naturally, I guess, so to speak, without you having to dictate what happens next. The weapons are by and large the same. One of the biggest things, I guess, aesthetically is obviously going to be the graphics. The graphics, I mean, anything current gen should look how this looks. So to use the term amazing is kind of like, well, duh, right? Another thing, a lot of the levels, I guess, or rooms, if you will, there's some slight differences to them. Some maybe made a little smaller, a little bigger, balconies added, hallways added, basements taken out, things of that nature. They're giving this game a whole new whole, if you will. I can't even formulate the right word to say. I'm actually excited about this game, and I really wish that I hadn't jumped the gun, started running my mouth like I did. But truth is, I think this is going to be a fun game. I think I'm going to have to pick this up. This is probably a day one purchase for me. I guess if you've never played Resident Evil 2, I mean, you might as well pick it up yourself. So this is me eating humble pie, saying that I shouldn't have said anything until actually knowing what I was talking about. And after seeing the game, I think it's going to be pretty legit, if you will. So, yeah, there's that. Anyways, I've been asked a lot lately. I've been streaming a lot lately on YouTube, and a lot of people are asking me about my Resident Evil 2 thoughts. Well, there they are. So now if I get asked about it, I can just say, go find the video. You're already watching my channel. You're watching the stream. So that's my opinion on Resident Evil 2. Let me know what you guys think down below. If there's anything I may have missed, there's not a whole lot out on this game yet. I don't even know if there's a release date. I've got to be honest, I don't think there is. But it's probably going to be worth the wait. So again, let me know what you guys think. Put your thoughts down below. Is this a good, a not good? You know, buy or fry, buy or not buy. I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think. And again, sorry I ran my mouth so prematurely. That's not the only thing that's premature.
Funding for the Game Chasers and the Shady J Show is made possible from our patrons on Patreon. Thank you.